Two law administrators have eyes on you because a person in your family is hiding. God says this is a very important message for you today. Do not ignore it. Pay attention to this message your spirit knows already. There has been a stirring, a quiet whisper in the deep parts of your heart, where your intuition aches to be heard. The silence that surrounds you has not been empty. It has been loud with warning. You have sensed it in the way the days have shifted, in the way people look at you and say one thing while holding back 1,000 others. There is something they are not telling you, but now the veil is lifting and you are being called to hear the truth. There are two law administrators who have eyes on you, but not because of something you did. No, they are watching quietly, patiently, because someone very close to you, someone in your family, is hiding something. And this secret is no small thing. It is wrapped in layers, masked with smiles, hidden behind everyday conversations and gentle tones. But beneath the surface, it burns, it pulses, and it trembles, waiting to be exposed. They thought no one would find out. They believed time would bury it, but time is a revealer, not a concealer. Time has hands, and they are pointing. Now you may not know it yet, but footsteps are beginning to circle. There are conversations being had in quiet rooms. There are files being read, names being circled, pieces being put together, and your name has been spoken, not with accusation, but with curiosity. You are linked to what they are searching for, not by guilt, but by blood. Two law administrators, two figures of authority. They are not moved by rumor. They are led by trail, and the trail unexpectedly leads to you. Not because you are the one hiding, but because someone who shares your table, your laughter, your name, is someone who once held your trust, is holding on to something that could unravel everything. And now, because of them, the light is turning toward you. You may be innocent, but you are not untouched, because what they have done they did while thinking of themselves, and not of the web they spun around everyone connected to them. And now even your peace has been caught in the threads. But know this, your name is still clean, your heart is still seen, and the truth, though it walks slowly, will always arrive. You might wonder why you are hearing this. Now why this message has found its way to you on this very day. It is not coincidence, it is calling, it is intervention. You are being prepared, not punished. You are being warned, not accused. Because the heavens know how much you've endured already. They know how much has been hidden from you. How many whispers have floated behind your back while people smiled in your face. But this is not to shame you. This is to free you. The truth that is coming is not to crush you. It is to cleanse the air you breathe. The person in your family who is hiding this has become skilled in silence. They have learned how to act untouched, how to move with a calm exterior, while their insides tremble with fear. They know what they've done or what they've covered up is now bigger than them, but still they hold on hoping it will pass. They do not know how close the eyes of truth have come. They do not realize that there are already questions being asked, observations being made, paperwork being cross-examined. What you must know now is that your soul is being protected. You are not being abandoned in this, even if you feel isolated. Even if no one seems to be telling you the full story, God is guarding you with the fire that will not let your name be ruined. For what you did not do, He is standing in front of your reputation, shielding it from the false light. Others may try to cast on it, even if shadows form around your name temporarily. The truth will pierce through. There is a divine timeline at work, and it is unfolding now. You have likely noticed strange changes lately, people behaving differently, some avoiding your eyes, some speaking to you with over-explained words or vague details. This is not paranoia. This is your inner wisdom recognizing the shift. Someone has been trying to keep you in the dark, thinking it is protection. But keeping you unaware is not love, it is fear. And what they fear is that the moment you know the truth, everything will change. And they are right, it will. You deserve to know, you deserve to choose with full knowledge. The longer the truth is delayed, the heavier the cost becomes. But now this moment has arrived. This message is being delivered to you because time is running short for secrets. They can no longer survive where the light is beginning to pour in. Two law administrators are watching. One of them believes there is more to the story than what appears. The other is driven by evidence that keeps circling back to the same location, the same set of names. And one of those names is yours. But again, do not fear this. You are not in trouble, you are in focus, and that focus will be your freedom if you do not shy away from what you feel in your spirit. There are signs all around you. Now, conversations that end too quickly, phone calls that are stepped away from sudden changes in behavior, unusual financial movements. Someone is trying to cover their tracks, but the soil beneath them is shifting. What was hidden is being shaken loose. What was buried is rising to the surface. They thought they could hide it forever, but forever has arrived, and it does not wait. Forever brings with it accountability, not to punish, but to restore balance. What was done in secret is now standing at the edge of being exposed. You may not yet see it, but this very week will bring clues, an unexpected message. A paper left out by mistake, a conversation. Overheard, the wind is turning pages that were never meant for your eyes, but now they must be read. And when you begin to connect the pieces, do not run from the truth. Do not try to protect what was never meant to be protected. You are not the keeper of someone else's secret. You are the bearer of light, and the light needs to shine. Even if it hurts at first, there is freedom on the other side of this revelation. Not just for you, but for everyone who has been unknowingly tied to this hidden thing. They did not expect this moment to come. They thought their mask would hold. But masks fall when truth rises, and the truth is rising. Now this is a message for you. It found you not by accident, not by random curiosity, but because something sacred has been trying to reach your soul beyond the noise of this world. A whisper, gentle but fierce, has been echoing across time and space, straight into the depth of your spirit. There is something unfolding around you, something stirring in realms not seen before, but strongly felt, and now the veil begins to lift. The winds have shifted, the silence in the spiritual realm has broken. Eyes are watching, not eyes of judgment, but eyes of discovery, justice, and divine assignment. Two law administrators have eyes on you because a person in your family is hiding something deeply buried, something no one has dared speak aloud, something stitched into the seams of silence, but now the silence is breaking like a glass under pressure. Cracks are showing in the stories you've been told, and soon truth will be louder than the fear that tried to suppress it. This isn't about punishment, it's about revelation, the kind of revelation that unchains the past and gives new breath to the present. You might feel confused right now. Why now? Why you? But the truth is, you've always been the one chosen to witness the unveiling, to stand on the holy ground, where lies fall away and light begins to pour in. It has been heavy, hasn't it? The sense that something wasn't being said, that someone was covering what needed to come into the light. But you are not wrong. You were never imagining it. What your spirit has suspected all this time is now stepping forward. You've been carrying the consequences of someone else's silence. Their choices have spilled into your path like ink over sacred pages, but you were never made to drown in their secrecy. You were born to rise with truth even when it costs peace. And now that truth is approaching, the kind of truth that carries fire and healing at the same time, a truth that cannot be stopped. And the moment is now. God says, "The eyes that matter are not the ones of men, but mine." Yet I have allowed 2 administrators of law to be drawn to this situation, because justice is not always thunder. It is often a whisper in a courtroom, a file on a desk, a nudge in the conscience of someone who sees what others missed. This is not meant to frighten you. This is meant to free you. Something was done in your name or near your name or in your family that has reached a critical moment. Someone tried to keep it quiet, but what is hidden in the shadows must bow to the timing of light. No secret can stand when the heavens decide to speak, and they have spoken. The whispers have begun, the papers are being noticed. The details are being read again, and you are being positioned for a truth you never imagined would surface in this way. It may feel like things are falling apart, but really they are falling into divine order. You are not being left behind. You are being drawn forward into alignment. The very fabric of your life is being rewoven with golden threads that were meant for your soul from the beginning. You are not being watched to be shamed. You are being watched because the path is being cleared for what was always yours. You will understand soon the person in your family who is hiding something. They know the time is short, they can feel it. That's why their behavior has shifted, why they've grown more quiet, more cautious. They know the net of truth is being cast, and what they buried is now trembling beneath the surface. But do not fear their secret. Truth is on your side, and truth is backed by a kingdom that never fails. There is a message trying to reach you through dreams, through signs, through words spoken by people who don't even realize they are being used by heaven to speak life into you. Listen closely. Don't dismiss the subtle. What seems random is actually divine choreography. You will hear phrases repeated. You will feel like the world is trying to tell you something. It is, heaven is, there is a name being written on divine parchment. It is your name, a letter will come. A voice will tremble. A signature will shift, and what once belonged to silence will soon belong to testimony. Someone you thought was against you may surprise you. Someone you trusted may disappoint you, but in all of it, you will not be lost. You will not be abandoned. You will be led. You are not under accusation. You are under transformation. The law administrators watching aren't looking at you to take something away. They are looking because a light has been turned on, and you are standing in it. They are rating yes, but what they're reading is showing that someone else tried to place a weight on you that never belonged to you, and that weight is about to be lifted. Someone in your life cried in secret because they've known about this. They wanted to tell you, but were too afraid. They were promised silence in exchange for peace. But peace built on lies is not peace, it is pressure. And that pressure is beginning to break open. Soon they will speak. And when they do, the timeline will shift. You have waited, you have wondered, you have wrestled with questions you didn't dare ask aloud, but now answers are coming. You won't have to chase them. They will arrive like mail sent from heaven's throne room, like rain that falls without being summoned. You only need to be ready. Spirit, open heart, soft soul, steady, my child. This message will find its way to your soul when you need it most. When your heart is weary, when your spirit is trembling, and when silence feels louder than truth, there are eyes upon you. Not eyes of harm, but of watchfulness. 2 law administrators have turned their focus towards you, not because you have done wrong, not because you have failed, but because someone close to you, someone whose blood runs through your veins, or whose name is whispered at your table, is hiding something that was never meant to be hidden. And in this concealment, a quiet storm is beginning to form, one that could shift the ground beneath you if you are not anchored in truth. But hear this, you are not alone. The hand of God is over you. The light of heaven has not departed from your path. There is no shadow dark enough to separate you from His protection, while people look upon you with questions, while some assume without knowing, and while others tie your name to things you did not sow. God stands before you as your witness, your shield, your everlasting covering. No word spoken in secret will remain unexposed. No lie will last forever. What has been hidden in the folds of your family's silence is now rising to the surface. This is not your doing yet. It has reached your doorstep. Do not fear it. Do not run from it. Trust instead that divine justice will never forget your name. Rest assured. Nothing will go wrong with you. Not when your trust is in the Lord. Not when your prayers become the wings that carry your spirit upward. You are safe, you are surrounded by angelic light, even in moments that feel like confusion. This message is a call to spiritual attention. Heaven wants you to know that the truth is making its way into the light. The truth has feet, and it moves slowly sometimes, but it always arrives exactly on time. You are not being accused by God. You are being protected, preserved, and positioned for clarity. Let your hands remain clean. Let your words remain honest. Let your spirit remain calm. There is someone close to you who carries a burden. They were never meant to hide. They wear a mask of peace, but within them is a trembling secret. What they have chosen not to reveal is now creating a ripple that touches others, including you. But your heart is not on trial. Your soul is not guilty. The eyes of those administrators may be turned toward you, but God's eyes are on them too. And God sees beyond files, beyond words, beyond rumors, beyond accusations. He sees the full truth. And He is moving now in ways unseen to reveal what needs to be known. Do not be afraid of this moment. Do not hide from what is unfolding. Face it with your hands lifted high in trust. Prayer is your greatest strength now in your quiet time. Call out to God. Not for justice alone, but for mercy. Ask Him to soften hearts, to reveal truth with compassion, and to preserve your name from being pulled into what is not yours to carry. Speak blessings over the very ones who question you. Bless those who misunderstand, for it is through kindness and humility that you will rise above this moment untouched. God's mercy will walk before you, like a morning breeze clearing the way. Finally, God is exposing what has long been hidden in the silence of your family's history. The things whispered in corners, The things kept under lock and key in conversations never spoken aloud are now standing at the edge of exposure. And though it may feel unsettling, this is not punishment, it is purification. This is God bringing order to confusion, light to darkness, peace to unrest. Two law administrators may have eyes on you, but heaven has its hands on you. Nothing and no one can shift the purpose God has placed over your life. Let your trust be unshakable. Let your spirit rise. Let your thoughts be full of faith. You are not alone in this. Not even for a moment, what someone else is hiding will not destroy what God is building in you. There is a higher court that rules over the courts of man, and that is the court of divine justice and mercy. It sees all, it knows all, and it has already ruled in your favor when your heart chose truth. You may feel pressure, you may feel eyes watching, but do not let that change the purity of your walk. Keep your hands lifted, your words honest, and your heart clean. Pray not just for yourself, but for the one hiding, that they may find the courage to speak the truth before the truth has to find them. There is still time for mercy. There is still time for healing. There is still time for God's intervention to smooth what man cannot fix. This message is for you, not to scare, not to shake you, but to awaken the warrior of peace within you. Be calm, be prayerful, be alert, but not afraid. The one who walks with God cannot be undone by what others hide. Heaven is watching, moving, aligning things you cannot see. Yet very soon the air will clear, very soon the truth will rise, and you will walk forward untouched, because your heart has chosen light.